And welcome to episode 12 of Driving Around Making Picks. I'm football handicapper Trey Carr. So Thanksgiving week is upon us, and we're all still getting over the high of that epic Monday night matchup. And as we look ahead to the week 12 slate, I'll be honest with you, I really don't like any of the games this week. There's a lot of big point spreads, a lot of uninteresting matchups, a lot of bad teams playing other bad teams. So picking 4 games this week will be a tall order, but as we do each and every week, we will deliver. So let's get on with the picks. Now, I mentioned it's a Thanksgiving themed episode, and I would be yelled at by many people who watch this podcast if I don't pick at least one Thanksgiving Day game. So I will keep to my word, and actually we'll look at the night game on Thanksgiving. I will take Atlanta plus 13.5 points over New Orleans. Now, nobody has been a bigger fan of New Orleans this year than Trey Carr. And last week I knew that they would just romp over Philadelphia, and they did very easily, winning by 41 points. But this week, I think the Atlanta Falcons, giving them 13.5 points is just too much. You know, will New Orleans run away with this game? Maybe. But I think at that kind of value, you have to take Atlanta in New Orleans on Thursday night. So let's go ahead and take Atlanta, getting 13.5 points on Thursday night, Thanksgiving night, for our first pick. All right, moving right along to the Sunday games now. A 1 o'clock game. I am going to take Carolina minus 3 over Seattle. So here's the deal. You talk about recency bias. Seattle last week, great win at home over Green Bay, Thursday night football. Meanwhile, Carolina losing a game that many people thought they should have won against Detroit. Conventional wisdom is you take the hot team, right? Wrong. I'm going to actually flip the two around, and I'm going to take Atlanta at home, giving 3 points to Seattle. I've been a big fan of Carolina at home all season long. And I think Seattle making the long cross-country flight, everything just adds up to a lean towards Carolina. I love the point spread at minus 3. If this were 4 or 5, I might reconsider, but I will take Carolina minus 3 at home over Seattle Sunday at 1 o'clock. All right, for our third pick here on Driving Around Making Picks, let's look to the 4 o'clock games. A system play, if you will. I'm going to take the LA Chargers, giving a lot of points, 12 points, to Arizona as my third pick. Now, LA Chargers playing the second of back-to-back home games after losing the first one outright. And by now, if you've been watching my podcast all season long, you know that that qualifies for the Trey Carr system play, which means I always take that team in the second of 2 home games after losing the first. It's a big number, but I think the Chargers will come back after basically being shocked at home last week by Denver. So I like the spot. The point spread I'm not crazy about, but we'll go ahead and we'll lay the lumber. We'll take LA Chargers minus 12 over Arizona Sunday at 4:05. For our fourth and final pick this week, we will actually take another 4 o'clock game. I will take the road Pittsburgh Steelers laying 3 points at Denver. Despite Pittsburgh's win no cover last week in what was a thrilling game against Jacksonville, they are still 4-0-1 against the spread on the road this season. Denver, you know, could there be a little bit of a letdown after a stunning win at the Chargers last week? Maybe, but even that aside, I've been riding Pittsburgh all season. They've delivered, and I think that they really go ahead and make a statement this week at Denver. So I will go ahead and take Pittsburgh minus 3 over Denver this Sunday at 4:25. So there you have it. Just a review. We're going to take Atlanta, the plus 13.5, the Thanksgiving night game. We're going to take Carolina minus 3 over Seattle. We're going to take the LA Chargers minus 12 over Arizona. And of course, we'll round out our Week 12 slate with Pittsburgh on the road minus 3 over the Denver Broncos. Have a happy holiday. Many of you will be watching this after the Thanksgiving holiday, so I hope it was a profitable one for you. again, as always, if you like what you're seeing here on Driving Around Making Picks, please be sure to hit that red subscribe button right here on YouTube so you can be notified of new episodes. And in closing, as we always do, I will ask the question, will these 4 picks deliver winners for you this week? And the answer is, you bet.